They say if you want to hide something big, you do it in plain sight. Just outside Denver, Colorado, sits the largest airport in the United States by land size. It spans 33,000 acres. But what really makes it different isn't what's above ground. It's what lies beneath. Since it opened in 1995, Denver International Airport has been the center of some of the darkest, most persistent conspiracy theories in America. Murals of death and apocalypse. A massive underground tunnel system. A demonic horse sculpture that killed its own creator. Hidden messages about the New World Order. Whistleblowers who vanished. This isn't fiction. These are real structures, real symbols, and real people asking questions no one wants to answer. This is the story of how one airport may be the secret headquarters for the end of the world, and the terrifying future being built beneath our feet. The Denver International Airport, or DI, wasn't supposed to exist. In the early 90s, Denver already had a perfectly functional airport, Stapleton. Yet, despite being in good condition and centrally located, it was shut down. A new airport was built, far outside the city, in the middle of nowhere. Construction began in 1989. It was supposed to open in 1993. But something strange happened. Construction dragged on for years. The project went $2 billion over budget. There were unexplained delays, equipment changes, and constant redesigns. When it finally opened in 1995, nobody could explain exactly where the money went. Then the rumors started. Former workers claimed there were entire underground buildings constructed, then buried. Massive tunnels. Hidden rooms. And strange security clearances. Some said it looked less like an airport, and more like a military base. Let's talk about the artwork. Inside the airport, travelers pass by what appear to be innocent murals. But look closer. One mural shows a soldier in a gas mask holding an assault rifle. Children lie dead in rubble. A line of crying mothers carry their lifeless babies. Another mural shows a burning city, extinct animals, and people lined up like prisoners beneath a glowing figure with piercing eyes. Who approved this? Why is this in a public space? There's also a statue of a demonic horse, known locally as Lucifer. It's 32 feet tall, has glowing red eyes, and veins visible beneath its blue skin. During construction, the statue fell and killed its sculptor, Luis Jimenez. But the airport installed it anyway. Above ground, there's a plaque credited to a mysterious group, the New World Airport Commission. Except, no such group has ever existed. Why would an airport honor a non-existent group with a plaque tied to the term New World? Unless that's exactly what it is. And then there are the underground tunnels. The official story is that they're for luggage transport. But former employees tell a different tale. Multiple contractors say they were hired to work on a portion of the underground levels, then dismissed suddenly. The next crew came in without any explanation of what the last had done. No single company was allowed to see the full blueprint. Some described elevator shafts that went down 5 or 6 levels, but only 2 are listed publicly. Others claim they saw flood shelters, blast-proof doors, and biolabs, far beyond what any airport would need. Satellite images show odd heat signatures beneath the ground. A leaked whistleblower letter from 2011 described the tunnels as self-contained cities, with enough supplies to last for years. So who would use it? Many believe that Denver Airport is the command center for the New World Order, a hidden, elite group planning for global collapse. They claim the airport sits on top of an enormous bunker system, connected to Cheyenne Mountain, NORAD, and other secret military bases. In the event of nuclear war, biological disaster, or a global uprising, world leaders and chosen elites would be flown to Denver, where they could operate in safety while the world above burns. The murals? A vision of what comes next. The tunnels? A path to salvation, for some. And what happens to the rest of us? Let's look at the symbols. The plaque with the New World Airport Commission contains a Masonic symbol. The date of dedication is March 19, 1994. Numerologists point to this as a ritual date. Elsewhere in the airport are gargoyle statues, strange alien-like sculptures, and coded messages embedded into the floor. One carving spells out AUAG. Chemists recognize this as gold and silver. But conspiracy theorists believe it's a reference to Australian antigen, a deadly strain of hepatitis researchers believe could be weaponized. Was this a coincidence? Or a warning? Some researchers believe the Denver airport was never meant to serve travelers. It was built to serve survivors. In 2016, the airport leaned into the conspiracy theories. They put up posters joking about underground alien bunkers and lizard people meetings. They even made a talking gargoyle that jokes about the Illuminati. But the laughter seemed nervous. The airport was trying to disarm the theories by making them funny. Yet the tunnels remain sealed. The murals remain in place. And the secrecy continues. There are other strange details. Why does the airport have a massive fuel reserve, far larger than any airport would require? Why does it have fiber optic cables that connect nowhere? Why are aerial photos censored on some mapping services? Why is there a no-fly zone over the airport, even though it's an airport? And why is the runway layout, when viewed from above, shaped like a swastika? Some say it's just coincidence. But how many coincidences does it take before it's a pattern? If a global crisis occurred today, a nuclear strike, a viral outbreak, an AI meltdown, where would the world's leaders go? Some say Mount Weather. Others say Cheyenne Mountain. But more and more are pointing to Denver. Its high elevation makes it ideal in case of flooding. Its central location makes it accessible. And it has the space, the fuel, and the underground infrastructure to host thousands. The final question is, who decides who gets in? And what do they know that we don't? The Denver airport conspiracy isn't just about an airport. It's about power. About who survives when the world ends. About what's being built right beneath our feet, while we're too busy looking at our phones, rushing to catch flights, trusting the system to take care of us. Whether it's a base for continuity of government, a sanctuary for global elites, or the entrance to something far more ancient and occult, one thing is clear. Denver Airport wasn't built by accident. And someday, we may all wish we knew what was underneath it. Before it's too late.